Hey everyone, so I know some of you have been wondering what has been going on with me for the past, what is it, like 10 months? Yeah, 10 months or something. And because my videos have been like more sporadically since, because I've been going through a lot of changes. So end of August I took my kids over back to Florida to their home, and I was about to set up the business there again with the products and everything, to send out the products so that everyone could get it for like domestic shipping rates, etc. And 2 days before my flight was about to depart, I found out that I was expecting baby number 4. So super exciting, but it's like I was planning on being over in Florida for 3 months and sort everything out, and being in the first trimester trying to homeschool the kids whilst sorting out business stuff, being out of your own home with your own stuff, it was just a little bit too much at that point. So I decided after a month to go back to London. I also decided that the best place for the children and I to be at this point in our lives would be to go back home to Sweden, which I hadn't been in for 11 years. So because I had been living in London and Florida for that long. So, and my kids don't even speak Swedish, because I never thought I would return like that. I thought I would have like a summer house in Sweden, to spend like the summers and maybe some Christmases in Sweden and stuff like that, but I didn't think that I would want to come back. But Sweden, especially in like my small town, it's amazing. It has the forest, like I'm actually having a forest view right now from my place. So, and I also have the sea on the back. So, and my kids' grandparents down the road, and my sister, all my old friends, so here the kids have freedom. They can walk to school by themselves, walk home from school by themselves. They can be out and play in the forest, without me having to go with them. Where I live, it's a great community. All the kids here go to the same school, in this area. So, they get to know the kids easily. So it's a really good, base for the kids. I love the city. It's very cute and everything, but when I was a teenager I was very bored here. So, but at this age for my kids, because they're 8, almost 7, the other one just turned 2, and then this little girl is about to be born. So this is a really good age for them to be here. And summertime, always at the beach, and in the forest, and it's really good. And Gothenburg, the bigger, like the second largest city of Sweden, is only 40 minutes away. So it's all good. And London is only an hour and a half flight away, so they can go back to see daddy, So it's all good. It's all good. The only thing that worried me was, the language part for my kids. But they love school, because here they just put them back in school right away. And they get shorter days, they get more break time, they get like 9 weeks of summer holidays. In the UK they only get like 5, 6, and they have to go to school from 9 a.m. till 3:30 p.m. every single day from the age of 4. And it's just, they only care about statistics. They don't really care about the happiness of the children and stuff like that. At least not on the school that my kids went to. They insist that the kids come to school when they're sick, literally. So here in Sweden it's like, no, they insist on you keeping the kids home when they're sick, and especially for like 25 hours after they've had fever, So yeah, anyways, all in all, much better place for my kids to be. I don't like London. London was fun when I was a kid, like a youngster. I moved there when I was 25, partied like 6 times a week, got free musicals, football matches, and like went to like, because I was a travel consultant for group travel, so I was selling London basically, and you get all these freebies like going to 5-star hotels, drinking champagne almost every day. So I mean, that was fun. But when you're having kids, you need a safe and stable environment, and not like rents that are £2,000 a month, and then council tax on top of that, and besides, you don't even get good living space for that. It's like cramped. There's mice and rats and foxes, big spiders. That was something new since I moved back. Mold in freaking every house. I swear, like black mold. It's not good. Yeah, I just don't like London. It's not safe. In the area I was living in, they combined 2 police districts, so if anything would happen to us, it would take the police 40 minutes to get to our house. Imagine what people can do in 40 minutes, you know? So yeah, not so very safe. The kids could definitely not walk to school by themselves, even though we're living like literally like 2 minutes from the school. So yeah, Sweden was the better option. Florida was another option. But the childcare, yeah. First of all, they're not educated properly. Like here in Sweden, to work with kids, you have to have a bachelor's in childcare, so in child psychology and childcare and all that stuff. So they all have like different degrees, but it's all in terms of children. So and here I pay full-time for my youngest, my 2-year-old, for full-time daycare. I don't keep him full-time though, but I pay $30 a month. I mean, both in Florida and in London, I would pay like $160 per week, I think, $200 per week per child, and then having the second one coming as well. So yeah, I also get a year and 4 months maternity pay here. I'm not gonna take all of that though, because you know, I like to work, and I can combine it. I've been blessed to have this job that I can combine with watching over my kids too. So you know, I'm very thankful and grateful for that. So yeah, like the place that we got is amazing. Like I said, my view is the forest. I just needed to be back by the forest, and it's amazing. The neighbors are great. Having family close is great as well. And you know, being reunited with like all my old friends, and everyone has kids now, is so much fun. So pregnancy update. So as I said, it's my 4th baby, 3 boys and now a girl. So my first boy was born at 40 weeks, and he was 10 pounds, 4.55 kilos, and 56 centimeters long, I think 22 inches. So he was like basically like a 3-month-old baby coming out. So, and that one was naturally like, or normally, you know, yeah, of course I had pain relief and whatever, but he got stuck. So, you know, that's always, you know, a danger, because they have like 2 minutes to get the baby out before it becomes a brain damage. And they got him out after 1 minute and 30 seconds. So it was very traumatic. Yeah. So then when I got pregnant, because we wanted to do the kids back to back, have them close in age. So when I was expecting my second son, Jordan, my first boy is called Jojo. So Jordan, we chose to do elective C-section just to avoid it happening again, because once the baby has gotten stuck before, you know, the risk of it happening again is quite large. So and we moved over from London to Florida during my pregnancy. So I had planned C-section at week 39, 22nd of May. And yeah, and I went into labor before then, but the C-section happened at the time I had planned it, so he was born then, and he was 9 pounds, well, almost 9 pounds, 8 pounds 13 ounces or something, 4 kilos. So he was also a big boy, you know, and considering he was born 7 plus 5, like almost 2 weeks earlier than my first son. Like if he would have stayed in for as long as my first one, he would have been as big. So yeah. So then my third boy. So obviously, like my third and my fourth, they're with a different dad. So you know, with the genes and everything, you know, like I was thinking maybe I won't get as big baby this time, and you know, all of that. But the doctor said like, no, you need to do a C-section, because looking at the curves and blah blah blah, he's gonna be as big as your first one if he stays in that for that long. And so I went ahead and planned a C-section with him as well, because that's what the doctor ordered. So I would have liked to try VBAC, you know. And he was born week 37 plus 5 days. And he weighed 7.1 pounds, 3.22 kilos. So much smaller. So, and now I was thinking, I was like, with this one, because C-section is, you know, it's a surgery, and it takes a while for you to recover, and it's painful, you know, whilst when you're giving birth normally, the pain is there during it. But it's like I don't get to skip the labor part anyway. Even though I have planned C-sections, I go into labor like spontaneously, so I don't get to skip the pain anyway. So I really want to try to deliver this baby normally. So that would be VBAC after 2 C-sections, which the doctors are not always too keen and happy about. But in Sweden, they're very liberal because they cannot get sued. So, you know, I don't even have to sign any consent forms or blah, 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 you know. They just, okay, they're going to help me to try to deliver normally, you know. But I'm going to have a lot of staff on me just to look out for complications, because the C-section scar could rupture, and then the baby would end up in my stomach, you know. And then he said they have 10 minutes to get the baby out, you know. And obviously that's a risk for mama, that's a risk for the baby, but I feel like, you know, this is a small town, I can get to the hospital quick. He said that I need to go in as soon as something's happening. I need to be there from the get-go, so they can monitor me, look out for any complications, and then jump to C-section if that's the case. And I'm totally fine with that, you know. I'm not scared of having C-section. It's just the recovery time, you know. But I'm kind of scared from having a C-section in London, because London's NHS, the national healthcare, sucks. It literally sucks. There's no aftercare. They don't give a shit about you. At least not the 2 different hospitals that I've given birth at. They don't help you. They don't help you with the baby. They don't give you enough like pain medicines. Like when I had a C-section in Florida, it was amazing. So, you know, like the experience you get. And this hospital here in my town is one of the 2 best hospitals in Sweden to give birth at. So, you know, I will get like the proper medication, proper care and everything. So, but still, let's try VBAC and see if I can deliver normally without complications. And I would be the first one in the statistics in this town to have managed to do it. But, you know, we'll hope so. So let me show you my belly. I always get like a massive belly, like, and I carry low. It has been the same with all 4 kids. You can hardly tell that I'm pregnant if you look at me from behind, but so here's the big bump. So it's quite large. That's from the back, but yeah, it's obviously being in the home stretch. I'm 36 plus 4 days now, I think 36 weeks plus 4 days, and I've had like the pre-labor contractions a lot now this week, and that's what happened with baby number 2 and baby number 3, and they were delivered not long after that. So I prepared myself. I'm ready to go. Just want my mom to get back from their place in Spain, and she'll be back on Saturday, because it would be easier with both her and dad here. You know, dad could take the kids, you know, and my mom could come with me to the hospital. Otherwise, you know, my dad would have to take the kids now, and I'm alone in the hospital, which I'm not really scared of, because I'm gonna have so much staff around me. So, you know, it's all good. So I guess next update, I'll have the little baby girl, and I'll show her to you guys. And also you get to see my other kids then, because they love YouTube and they really want to be on my channel. So I said that they can, you know, come and introduce themselves, and yeah, and the little sister. So that's about what the update with me. Relocated to Sweden, about to give birth to my 4th baby, and that will be the last baby that I carry myself. I'm 37 years old now. You know, it's taking a toll on your body to be pregnant, you know, and it's for such a long time, and then you have to, you know, take care of the baby as well. So yeah, I've done this 4 times now. I'm done. You know, I'm pretty content. I also wanted 2 kids back to back, then like a 5-year gap and 2 kids back to back, and that's pretty much what happened. So I'm pleased, and I'm blessed to have been able to carry 4 kids to full term without complications. So, you know, I'm very thankful. And yeah, so I'll see you for the next update while I introduce my little baby girl. All right, take care, bye.